Hey lads, welcome back to another game here. We are at 1677 elo and I'm hoping this week we can maybe climb up to 1700. We only need a handful of wins. Let's see who we're playing today and let's play instructive, smart, calculated chess. Okay, it looks like we're playing a 1744 from Poland. Let's try to play some good chess here. My last video, I learned that we should never back down. So I'm going to really try to focus on not backing down here in this opening. We're playing the Jobava, and the first step of the Jobava is get your pieces out. Your knight and your bishop. Okay? Now we can go for this pawn if they don't want to defend it. But we can bring the knight here, we can bring the bishop out, we can bring the bishop out even further. And it's a fairly simple system. Generally, the same kind of moves always work. And you wanna place your bishop and your knight on these squares, at least at the start. So we'll see what our opponent goes for here. Right now, I'm attacking this pawn, and he has defended the pawn. Okay, so this idea of moving in here is no longer available to us because of this pawn here. But this pawn is not great for him because it blocks his knight in. So let's continue development. I think maybe pawn here or knight here. I'm going to bring my knight out, and this guy's having a think. I wonder if this opening is not something he's used to, but we'll see here. So I don't want to get into any trouble. I want to just make good developing moves and get a lead in development. If you can get a lead in development early on in the game, then the whole rest of your game is going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be much easier to win a game or get an advantage in a game when you have more pieces in the center. So right now we have 3 pieces in the center and he has 1, so he'll want to develop a piece. Now he's got a couple in the center. Okay, so I'm thinking about this move. It is defended 3 times and only defended once by me. Maybe this is something we can go for at some point. But right now, he may be having ideas of kicking my bishop. I guess I can come here if he does try to do something like that. And remember, this move, we drop back and then we can go for the knight. That was something we saw in our last game. I'm thinking, let's get the pawn on e3. And now our bishop has a little bit of scope and we can castle our king soon. Okay, he's doing sort of the same thing. He wants to bring his bishop out here and castle. Should I go pawn a3? I'm not opposed to it, but I also wanna try to get my rooks in the center and push these pawns in the middle. That's kind of what I want to go for this game. So I'm thinking we can come bishop d3. His bishop is on the outside of these pawns. A lot of the time in the Jobava, his bishop is stuck on the inside of these pawns and can't get out. But his bishop's actually quite strong out here. Now, it's taken him longer to do this. But maybe trading off these bishops, coming queen d3 is okay here, and then castling. I'm thinking maybe going h3 so that I have a square for my bishop to hide in. Because if he does do something like this and hits my bishop, and I come here, and he pushes me away, coming back to here, he'll just immediately take, and this will open up in the middle. And coming back to here, he can always push g5, and then I'm back here, and then he can take me. So I think he can trade off my dark squared bishop. He can get it right now. So I think maybe going h3 just allows my bishop to have a little hidey hole here. I'm thinking about this move. I think it's not a bad move. And it also stops ideas of this, pinning my knight to my queen. But right now we're threatening to take his bishop, and he's probably calculating this. This guy's having a long think. He's using a lot of his time. So if I take his bishop and he takes here, he has got doubled pawns. And yeah, okay, so he went for that. So we're going to take with queen. And if his knight ever comes here, we're gonna capture it. But I think now his bishop is coming out. He wants to trade this off. So this idea doesn't work anymore. But we could just come here and pin his knight to his queen. I like this. And if he pushes here, I'm fine dropping back, maintaining the pin. And if he pushes here, I'm okay coming here, trading off the bishop and having an open rook with these pawns pushed. It looks okay for me. Okay, he's dropped back. He wants to not allow that pin. I feel like this is a bit of a waste of time coming here and here. But he's probably wanting to castle here. Now, do I go queen side or do I go king side? It looks like he's going to castle king side. So if I castle queen side, and then I can start pushing these pawns immediately. I have a queen attacking. I have a bishop attacking. This knight can jump into the action very quickly. And what has he got attacking me on this side of the board? He's got a bishop. He's got a queen. This one's a little slow. I feel like going queenside here is not bad. I'm going to go for it. Or should I push the pawn first? Should I push this pawn first? This is kind of the decisive moment. So I need to make sure I do this right. What if I... Actually, what about this? What if I take, push this pawn, take with the knight, and just play through the center? It's an idea. Because if I push now, he can't take because... Well, he could take. Yeah, if I push now, he can take. Because the bishop is not a valuable piece for me to take. But if the bishop wasn't here, you know, I'd take the queen. Here, he can come here immediately. Here. But then he takes here, and then he takes here. Yeah, so I think I have to trade this off. I don't know. It's hard to know what to do. I think I'm gonna play a little more not castling queenside. I'm gonna castle here. And I'm going to put my rooks here and here and try to play a solid this game. I don't want to castle opposite sides and attack with my pawns. I'm going to just try to put my rooks in the center and play a solid game. That's my plan here. Okay, he's also doing the same thing. Okay, so what about take, push, take, hitting his bishop with my knight. Seems quite even. Coming here, I'm not defending my bishop anymore. But it is putting my knight on a good square. I think even pushing here with my king castle is fine. But let's get our rook into the middle. I think that's a good move. And then we're going to go for a pawn break. So pushing these pawns in the middle, trying to take advantage here. If he takes me, you know, I could come in here and get the rooks involved. I can also just like drop the knight back and push c4 and then taking here. You know, opening up this way, and then I'd still have my two center pawns. That actually kind of looks attractive. Okay, this is a good move. It worries me a little bit, so I want to keep this pawn here. I think it also protects this knight here from being taken. So, what about here, and then going for this pawn break, or here, and going for it? I'm just gonna go d1 initially. Maybe this is a little slow, but I'm thinking about this and this. I would rather challenge one of his center pawns with one of my side pawns. So, like he's doing here, because then he trades a side pawn for a center pawn. You know, that's good for him in the long run. Okay, I'm gonna drop back here, and if he takes, we take with knight, I think. Okay, he's pushed even more. That's interesting. Okay, if I drop back, he doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. But I will have to go here. I can use these side pawns. I don't need these pawns. I'm trying to hold the center. But coming here doesn't seem so great. I think I'm just gonna drop back to here. Oh, I'm playing bad. This is not good. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. And the reason I could do that is because I'm attacking his bishop, or I'm attacking his queen. And now he's still attacking my queen, so I have to drop back. I can go here maybe, but I don't want to play so defensive where I come here in a little hole. I'm thinking about this move. This move, it seems okay. I don't like his knight here though. It's kind of annoying. Coming back here just seems super passive. I'm going to try to get my queen in a bit of fresh air over here. And I want to try to take over this pawn structure that he's got here. It's very strong. This knight is super strong too. Maybe coming here is a good idea. Trading off with the queen. I don't want to take with this pawn because then I'll never be able to take this pawn. I need to keep this pawn for this one. So I think this is my next move, and then here. Do we just trade queens maybe? I think coming here is bad because I'm not holding this square. And then I go here. He just pushes. I guess I have rook. Then he can come here and hit this guy. Coming here, if he trades, you know, and I give this, is no good. What about here? This move seems okay. He can't hit me here or here. I think I'm going to go for this. I need to keep moving. I'm a little low on time, which I'm surprised by because he used so much time in the early game. And I don't want to go here because it just gives him this. And then I never take this pawn. I need to get rid of this pawn somehow. He's going to be able to push it though and protect it even more. Like going here is what I want. But then he can just protect here maybe if he comes. He's probably going to bring the rook here. I really need to like get these rooks involved. And I feel like my development was better. But playing around on the queen side here for so long, you know, this hasn't been good. I haven't been able to get my plan rolling. And I need to be able to, you know, get it rolling. I gotta be able to make these moves. Okay, is this a mistake? I can just take this. But then he comes here. And how do I defend this pawn? I don't. Maybe coming back to here, though. Coming back to here. He wants me to take this because then this move, I have to move over and he just comes and grabs this. But I'm thinking this move is actually kind of good for me. Yeah, coming back to here. A5 was held by this pawn, but now it's not because he pushed it. So if I come here with the queen and I hit this square, this seems good. But taking that pawn was a trap. Bringing the rook over and then queen here, snagging this pawn, and then he's in on me and he's got a passed pawn. Okay, I think I have to go for this. But then he goes here, and then I go here, and he takes. I can't recapture because of the queen. This queen is strong. Oh my goodness. What is this game? What about here, here, here? Take. Then I'm never capturing this. I need to go here. And if takes, that's totally fine with me. Here, he can also push, which is what he's going to do. Here, he's going to push. Then rook here. Yeah. I think we go for this. The rook here. He's going to push. Rook here. Then I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe he'll come here. Then I go here. And this something's gonna happen. Now his knight can come in here because it's protected now. But if he ever allows me to capture him, I'm gonna capture him. Wherever this knight goes, I'm gonna take here with my knight or here with my other knight. Okay. I'm gonna come here. If he takes here, I'm taking it with this pawn. I also need to keep moving. I've only got 2 minutes. He's got 2.5. This is a tough fight. This queen is so strong on this diagonal. Just, you know, he's guarding everything. And my queen is not. He might have this move. If he comes here. No, he doesn't. I can just take. I'm trying to see what is his next threat. Maybe he wants to bring his rook over. I could just snag this then. Okay, we're going to take with this one. Because if we take with this one, he grabs this pawn. Okay. So now he's threatening my knight. I think we can just come here, right? He can't take this because the queen holds it. And I think if he takes here, we recapture with rook. Because we want our rook on the open file. Okay, I can capture this, but then he takes. I take. Yeah, I'm going to capture this pawn. I don't know if that's right, but I'm going for it. Now, if he brings his queen in somehow and has 3 down here, this is going to be a little scary because I can't defend here. Maybe I can bring my queen here at some point. Or maybe I can defend with my other knight here and here, holding the rook. I'm also okay with just trading it off. Take, he takes, and then I'm holding this with my queen still, and I have an extra pawn now. Then I could bring this over. But yeah, I think grabbing this pawn was correct. He's got 1 minute, so he's going to start moving quickly. I think this was a mistake for him, like giving us this free pawn. Maybe he needed to reroute his knight somehow. So that his queen could protect the pawn, just like my queen's protecting my pawn. Okay, this move is frightening because then he can come here. I'm going to just trade off here. Oh, I can't come here because then I'm not holding this. I'm going to come here with the king, holding the knight. Did we have a check here? I mean, I know he could come back here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was something. Okay, so now he's threatening to come in here. Can I come here? I think I can. If I come here and he checks, I can defend with this knight and they hold each other. Yeah, this is fine, I think. And he can't, like, come here now because I'm holding that square. And his Knight will be on pre if he moves. He's got 28 seconds and he gets 5 seconds every move. So this is starting to look hopeful for me. I'm also threatening to take this pawn. Okay, he just hung a piece. Can I take it? No, I can't because this is check. So I'm going to move here. He can come here though. I can just run away and the knights hold each other. I think I'm okay. This is weak. Okay. I can give a check here and I can take this. He's just so low on time. I think I could start marching the pawn up the board. Maybe he can take this. Oh, I didn't see that. But if he does, I'm okay. I'm up a pawn. I can just trade down. Okay, he just hung his queen. I can't believe I missed that. I missed his queen there. That was so bad. GG. Yeah, I missed the queen. In the time there, you know, you start moving so quickly, but he got frustrated there. Guys, we beat a 1744. That is really encouraging that I can beat you know, a mid 1700. And yeah, our rating has come up 10 points. We're at 1687 now. That's a really encouraging win, but I do think I got in a bit of trouble that game. So let's see what mistakes we made. And yeah, okay, it looks actually like there weren't any like big blunders, but like here we were losing, but he didn't capitalize. And then we had a winning position and we nearly lost it, but we were ahead around this point in the game. So let's see what happened. We had one miss, which was probably taking that queen. We had 2 mistakes and 2 inaccuracies. So actually pretty high level chess. We played at a 1950 and they played at a 1700. So I'm pretty happy with how we played this game. Let's have a look here. So this is all standard stuff. I just want to see when the first inaccuracy sort of happens. Okay, yeah. So here, moving the knight here, maybe it's an inaccuracy because it blocks our rook in. Let's see. You missed an opportunity to strike at the center of the pawn. You allowed the opponent to kick a queen. Yeah, so he can kick me by coming here. So instead, I guess I should have gone here. Yeah, e4 is best. So if he takes, we take, and we have 2 defenders of it, and he's only attacking once. Let's say he takes, we can just take here. Hit his queen, he takes back, we come here, and we're hitting this. Maybe he comes here. But like the position looks pretty good. Like we got pieces in the middle. I don't know. It's saying there's a bunch of inaccuracies there. Maybe this is the move. Yeah, queen takes b7. This would have been better for him. But then we're also hitting this. Yeah, it looked like a much more open game if I had just taken that pawn. But I chose not to. Because I didn't go with that, got into a bit of trouble. There's so many queen moves. Overall, like, we played some solid moves here. Okay, so this was an inaccuracy here. It gives away a pawn. So we were able to grab that. We were able to trade off the rooks. This move doesn't help me, but I do think it does help me because it holds onto my knight. What was my best move? Giving a check, and giving a check forces queen here or knight here or knight here. And what would happen here? Queen would go back. Yeah, and just having queen back, like, I wondered, is it wrong to trade here? Like if I trade and take, no, it would probably be trade here. He takes with king. Then this pawn is on pre and we need to defend it. Maybe come here, but then the knight hangs. So maybe knight here is the only way to defend it. I just feel like I'm a little constricted here, even though I have an extra pawn. I'm okay with this king move. I feel like it wasn't awful. Here is where my big mistake is. So his best move here is not to take. That gives me a big advantage. So his best move here, let's see if we can spot it. What is it? Is it, you know, maybe it's coming back here or maybe here? I don't know. If this happens, it says queen c6. So he can double down on this. And then if I take and he takes, now I'm in a bit of trouble. I don't really have a way to hold on to these pieces, maybe. Yeah, so it would have been bad if he had doubled up. So let's say he went here, then I got to go rook e1. I got to come back here and hold on to this, and this is super passive. I feel like he's getting the aggression here, you know? But he didn't, and thankfully he took, and that gave us the winning advantage. We found all the right moves, except for this one. We could have kicked a knight by probably pushing this pawn, but giving a check won us this pawn, so I felt like it was okay. Here he checks us. We're able to just step away, and this is his inaccuracy. I miss his queen, but then we take it and we win the game. Okay, I think probably what I learned from this game is just to break open the center and don't go for all this confusing trickiness. You know, go break open the center. I had rooks in the middle. I should have broken open the center instead of trying to maneuver my knight away and go for a pawn or whatever. He was able to just push the pawn, and he had the attack, the advantage from that point on, kind of. If I break open the center first, none of that would have happened, and we could have had a really solid, fun attacking game. Looked like more tactics. When the game's more open, I feel like there's a bit more tactics. We still got the W, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for jumping in the Discord. We got one spot left in a tournament that we're trying to do in the Discord. It's an 8-person tournament. If you do want to join in on that, jump in the Discord, and you can claim that spot in the tournament, and we'll have just a little fun, fun rapid tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys soon.